this example app deployed to production. And if we go under the books, you'll see that we have several books. And sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we need to debug an issue. And sometimes during the debugging process, we find ourselves trying to replicate the issue in a staging environment or our local development environment. And in the situations where you have your application deployed up in the cloud, you're using Docker or Kubernetes or something like that, getting a copy of the database onto your local computer can be a tedious task. And as a word of caution, I never recommend pulling your production database down to your local environment, unless if you're going to go through the process of sanitizing the records to remove any kind of personal identifiable information. So we're not going to go into the obfuscation of the data in this episode. However, we are going to look at a few tricks on how we can get a production-like environment, so we'll say a staging environment, and its database down to our local environment. So if we have a look at our staging environments management, or wherever it's up in the cloud, whether it's AWS or somewhere else, and this really wouldn't be applicable to Heroku since they do have ways that you can download the database. And if you're not using Heroku, then it could be a little bit more complicated, and these steps should pretty much get you there. So I'm just going to basically SSH into one of my running containers, and now I'm at the shell. I'm at my project directory, and because this application has access, and did you know that you can go to railsstore.com to get your own Ruby on Rails t-shirt or your Drift in Ruby t-shirt? To watch this full episode and more videos, visit driftinruby.com and subscribe to the Pro membership.